What's up, everyone? Take two. What's up, guys? Nikki here for our take two of the live Q&A. Back. I want to start away from the top because what we do is we record these and we post them to our YouTube channel so that other people that aren't inside of our community can see these Q&A. So I may just start from the top. All right, so if you guys are tuning in, welcome. I'm excited to be here. Hopefully this doesn't cut out again. As you guys join this new thread and you're rejoining in from the old Q&A or didn't even start that one, if you guys have questions, copy and paste them over here so that I can see them and let me know as you guys are rejoining into this one, okay? I see the numbers creeping up. Comment, say hi, let me know you're here. We'll get started with the Q&A. Hi, Paula. We'll get started with the Q&A in a couple minutes. So if you have any questions, just start leaving them here. Copy and paste them from the Q&A that you were just in or the video that I was just live in. What's up, Pam? Hi, babes. And just a really quick, since I already touched base on it, I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me say it again, but just a really quick warm welcome to and re-welcome to the babes who have been here inside the community and to the new babes that are joining us this week. I want you guys to be inspired, one, by the newcomers. All the Better and WarriorBabe should be inspired by the newcomers that are coming into our group and be watching them and how excited they are to embark on this journey. And then all the Better and WarriorBabe should be inspiring the new warrior babes that this is possible, anything is possible, that they can achieve the goals that they want to achieve. All right, so we're in this together. Our community is strong, inspiring. It's so amazing. I love seeing everybody reaching out to each other, helping each other out. Like I said, I woke up this morning to a bunch of testimonials from the group, from Kate, and just talked to her and was just so excited to see how amazing you guys are doing. So keep up that work, okay? Let's dive into the Q&A, which I don't have many questions, just Angela. What are two asterisks by the barbell T-bar row and partial dumbbell deadlifts? That may have been just a copy and paste that was never removed from when I was doing the workouts. So I wouldn't worry about them, but they should be removed so they don't cause any confusion. They don't mean anything. Dawn, so many new babes, love it. Yes, it's amazing, you guys. Like, it's so cool to see everybody reaching out and helping and supporting each other inside the community and like knowing that everybody's got each other's backs, which is so dope, so amazing. Dina, how do you know when to switch the activity level in the macro calculator? You should never have to switch the activity level. That is pertaining to what your lifestyle is. If you are sedentary, then you would choose sedentary, meaning you have a desk job, you sit around at your desk job all day long, then you would pick the 1.32 multiplier. If you are more active with your job, you're moving around a lot, like for instance, being a nurse, then you would do the 1.55 moderator. Although I recommend no matter where you are, no matter where you're starting, and it's inside of your calculator, I recommend that you choose the 1.55 moderator joining WarriorBabe because these workouts are intense, as you guys will find, and you do need more food to fuel your workouts, to fuel the fat burning process, to add that tone to your body that you want to have. So I recommend that everybody starts at a 1.55 to get more food in, and then you can always pull back a little bit or change things around down the road. And I'm here to help out. That's what these Q&As are for. That's what the posts inside the community are for. That's what tagging Kate is for, myself. So know that, all right? Jamie, when people refer to cutting, what does that mean exactly? That's a great question. There's so many different terms for losing weight. But again, we're not really focusing on losing weight. That kind of just comes with the territory that we're in with toning and shaping our body. You lose body fat and you create a different shape by having muscles to your body. So what cutting is basically just another term for fat loss. What cutting is just basically like you're chiseling away at the body fat that's on your body that will show the muscle that you have underneath. That's what cutting is like. If you are somebody who has some body fluff or some body fat that people like to call it on top of, you have muscle underneath, then cutting is basically like chiseling away at that body fat. That's essentially what that means. There's so many different terms and different sayings out there. So that's what that means. All right, well, I'm caught up with questions. Let's go. Anybody have any questions for me? Let's drop it like it's hot in the question section. I love coming here. I'm kind of bummed that it seems to be happening every week that this video gets cut out, but we always find another way. That's what us warrior babes do. Jacqueline, Fluffy right here. Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of women, a lot of us start being fluffy, and that's what the macros is going to do. It's going to, eating more facilitates a fat burning process, working out your muscles, doing the resistance training, the strength training that we do inside of WarriorBabe. You're working out muscles, and that muscle, that tissue that you're building on your body is an active tissue. So just eating more food is going to help heal those muscles, grow those muscles. And when you grow those muscles, your metabolism gets faster and faster and faster. So that's where the cutting comes into play, chiseling away at the body fluff, body fat. Jamie, do we have a phase specifically for cutting in the WarriorBabe process, or is it just part of it? So essentially that calculator that you guys use automatically puts you in the fat burning or the cutting phase, the cutting process. If you guys go to the WarriorBabe.helpscoutdocs.com, if you wish to just maintain your weight and build muscle, then you would stick with your baseline macros, and then that would give you where you should be at for baseline and just focusing on building muscle. But essentially a lot of women that come into WarriorBabe here are looking to lose weight, decrease body fat, get more toned. That is what that calculator drives you to do and sets you up for. If you guys want to know more about it, that's where you would dive into my blueprint course. And the blueprint course is going to help you move through the stages and the phases. And I've talked about this on our Q&As before. I've talked about cutting and transitioning into maintenance. And there's just so much more in-depth detail that I have to go into when I talk about those phases. And that's what the blueprint course is about. Because there's strategic ways to move yourself out of the cutting, right? For example, like when people lose weight and then the weight just comes back on, it's because they get to their goal weight, they feel like they met their goal, and then they feel like they can reward themselves, and they don't transition out of that stage properly, right? How many of you guys have done that? You've done diets, you've tried it all, and you lose the weight, and then all of a sudden 2 months later you're back to the same exact weight trying to lose it all over again. The problem is that there's a missing link with many diets. There's a missing link in that journey, that in order to come out of cutting the right way and start working your metabolism back up to like a faster speed so that you can eat more and you can build more muscle, that kind of reverse has to take place, which is so easily ignored because people are just diving in to do a diet and lose weight. But if you really want to build your body up, that's the transition out of cutting into maintenance is so important, so that you don't get fat, so you don't gain all of that weight back, right? That's, God, if I wish I understood this all where you guys are at your journey. Once you lose this weight and get to your goal weight, you have the right tools to transition without getting fat and gaining it all back. I gained 25 pounds back after I reached my goal in 1 month. You guys, in 1 month. That's why I created this program, because I don't want anybody to deal with that. And plus, it's so much harder to lose that weight again. so much harder physically, mentally, to dive back in and to have to cut it all off again or to lose it all off again. So that's why the blueprint is what the blueprint is. You come out of cutting, you move into maintenance, and then you do it strategically, like numbers, your body. It's all a scientific project that we're all like what I'm trying to teach you. And I know I'm probably doing like a lot of like babbling on with what I'm obsessed with and have a passion for, and it may just be kind of going over your heads, but understand that there's a method to my madness. There is a huge method to my madness, and you have all the tools at your fingertips right now. Francine, I'm new to the program. I noticed I eat a lot of sodium. Will that keep me from increasing muscle? I never had problems with my blood pressure. Sodium will not get in the way of you building muscle or you building your body. But one thing sodium will do is it will make you hold on to more water weight. So it'll just make you feel a little bit more inflamed, a little bit more, how do I say it? Yeah, a little bit more inflamed. Sodium is, it's okay. You don't really need to like worry about it too much. I think like the recommendation is 2,300 mgs per person. So, and sodium is a really good facilitator for water into the muscle belly, into your muscle bellies, like these guys. Like muscle bellies is like when I say water needs to get to your muscles, sodium needs to get to your muscles to make them round, to make them full, to give the nutrients back to your muscles that you need in order for them to grow and in order for them to create this toned illusion that you all are here to work towards, right? So sodium is okay, just know that it holds on to some water weight. What are some good whole food options for pre-workout snack and meal? So some really good, how don't you guys come into my little kitchen here? Let's do this. This is what I eat pre-workout. And you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck? Seriously, Gerber, oatmeal. It's so easy on your stomach and digests so nicely where like you don't feel overly bloated when you work out, and it still creates like, it gives you a lot of energy. So this one can be considered as a complex carb, and you want to have this about 90 minutes out from working out. I usually do this and I mix it with this protein powder. It's so fucking good. And you can do the same thing with oatmeal too as well. Those are both complex carbs, and you want to have them about 90 minutes out from working out. Another great whole food option protein wise is just egg whites. You could have egg whites or chicken before you work out. Another thing that I do is usually that protein powder, and I do rice cakes. Rice cakes are really good. Now these are simple carb because they digest faster. So you want to have these about like 30 minutes to an hour out from your workout. Super quick. Like guys, like I shared with you on the last Q&A, is I would never, ever, ever trust a spatula in my hand. Everything has to be so simple, so quick, so fast, because I'm always on the go. Why don't we just hang out in my kitchen right now? So therefore, like I literally, you guys want to dive into my kitchen, right? I mean, my fridge. So ground turkey, rice, I have English muffins, spinach, bread, and a poop ton of egg whites. A poop ton of egg whites. And of course, these guys, ice drinks are great if for all of my girlfriends, all my babes that you got some cravings. These guys are bomb.com. Then I have, this is another great, applesauce is another great post-workout or pre-workout carbohydrate. And then I have yogurt. Guys, balance. I got wine. I fit wine in. Totally possible. Peanut butter. Oh, jelly. And then I joke about this in my VIP babes. Literally, guys, you can call me Buddy the Elf because I put my calorie-free pancake syrup literally on everything. I put it on eggs. Don't hate, don't judge. It's delicious. So that's my kitchen. So that's some ideas for you guys in terms of some pre and post workout. Was the rice cakes, the Gerber cereal, which is sobomb.com, so good and so easily digestible in your stomach too as well. Do the home workouts change monthly? I just barely started and I noticed that the workouts were different my second week. Yep, we changed them the last Friday. It's inside of your application, babes. The last Friday of the month, every workout changes. The home, the hypertrophy, and the gym. Jacqueline, how long do you use your current macros for the calculator until you adjust? So this is where I may get loud because I'm so passionate about this. Guys, if your macros are working, there is no, and you're losing weight, there's no need to adjust. Hear me loud and clear. Your ultimate goal is to keep in as much food as possible. Now, I know for a lot of you, that's probably so mind-blowing because you're so used to cutting, or getting rid of food and eating less. But remember, muscle, active tissue needs food in order to grow. So you want to keep in as much food as possible. Even if you are losing weight, you do not adjust your macros. When you need to adjust your macros, and I talk about this on a lot of my Q&As, babes, and this is kind of like a leeway into my blueprint program because this is where you learn how to thoroughly adjust your macros. But say you're not, and guys, this is where like it's key keeping tally of what your progress is. It's key doing measurements, which I talk about. It's key, if you have a good relationship with the scale, but most importantly, it's key taking those pictures. Because in my last Q&A, one of the babes was like, my weight hasn't changed, my measurements are going up, but when I look at my pictures, I look toned and lean. And she's like, why is this? And I'm like, because you're changing your body composition. The inches are increasing because you're gaining muscle, and your pictures look different because you're changing the shape of your body. And your weight, sometimes weight doesn't change. If anything, if you're adding more muscle, your weight may stay the same, or it probably is going to go up a little bit. Let me just paint a picture, guys. When I first started my journey, I was 140 pounds. I weigh 155 pounds now. This is before I got sick. I'm like 145, 148. I lost 10 pounds when I was super sick last month. But that's the thing, guys. Like, the weight may stay the same. And if you guys are scale slaves and obsessed with that number, that could totally derail your progress when you're trying to tone and shape your body. Do not go by that number. Go by how you feel, pictures, and measurements. Your measurements are increasing. That's beautiful. You're gaining muscle. If your pictures look different, that's awesome. You're changing the shape of your body. So when it comes to adjusting macros, if none of those things are happening, measurements are staying the same, your pictures look the same, which is so like unlikely to happen, especially with these numbers when you guys first come in and you're adhering to them. And that's another thing. If you are not consistent with your macros and you're not seeing any progress, the number one thing you have to do is get your ass in gear with the macro numbers. Do not change your numbers because you're not seeing results if you're not being consistent with them. Because if you do that, oh lordy, you are just going to be sending your body some major Morse code shit. It's not going to know what the fuck's going on, and it's going to be really hard to get to the results that you want to get to. Now, if you're being consistent and you're following your macros, you're diligent with it, you're implementing the cheat meals. Guys, cheat meals are so important. You should know by now, more food is so important when you are on this journey. And you're not seeing any progress with that, you're being consistent, no progress is happening, that's where I would say lower your fats a little bit, lower your carbs a little bit by like 15 grams, 10 grams max for you guys. This is like, it's hard for me to be 100% on exactly how I would, like in my VIP it would be something different because I'm all hands on. I am in control of their body. But for you guys, this is, you guys are getting a lot for being in this program. That's where you guys would lower your carbs just a little bit, your fats a little bit. I wish I could take everybody on and do everything for all of you guys, but these are my recommendations, okay? So do not adjust your macros. If you are losing weight and seeing progress, leave all that food in your body. If you are not seeing progress, and you're being consistent with your macros, that's where I would adjust the carbs by like 15 grams and maybe your fats by like 5. That's it. Keep in as much food as you possibly can. Gail, does it usually take longer for triceps to build than biceps? I don't seem to be making much progress in that area. Would it be better to switch to hypertrophy then? Guy, no. So this is different for everybody. It's so case individual that one area of your body may grow faster than another. I would still keep focusing on doing the HIIT scale, and just know in the back of your mind, like, one thing that I wish that I understood when I first started my journey was that building the body takes time. Muscle takes time to grow. It takes longer than 6 months. It takes longer than 3 months, and it sure as hell takes longer than 30 days. Angela, totally. I did that because I followed the group into an app, adding macros in too fast and added fat instead. So frustrating. Totally. I did that because I followed the group into an app, adding macros in too fast. Yeah. So yeah, if you're coming in and you're new to WarriorBabe, like I recommend finding where you are currently right now, like spending like a week just playing inside of MyFitnessPal, logging your foods, what you're eating, finding where you're at, and then like slowly increasing to the macros that I recommend. Pam, here's one. We have been getting tons of snow already here in New Hampshire. Is there anything you can recommend for proper form for shoveling? Oh my God. And can you add it to Wednesday's back exercise? I pulled my right lower back last week. Ouch. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, we just had some little bit of snow here in PA this morning. Take shoveling just like squatting. Just think of it like that. Bend at your knees and keep your back nice and straight, chest out, shovel. No hunching, no bending over. Like, that's just going to make it worse. Allison, sorry, you may have answered this. I lost my connection. I've been in WarriorBabe for 7 months, and I've had small pauses along the way, but I appreciate everything I've learned so far. I decided to cut back the macros a little to see if I get any results. I've wanted to lose the fluff since June. I feel better hitting these macros. I hope I'm not sliding down and ruining my metabolism though. How do I know I made the right decision? Babe, this is kind of like what I just talked about. Like, you're doing the right thing. If you cut back just a little bit, like I recommended, in carbs and fats, and you kickstarted the progress, then stay there. That's totally fine. If you're seeing the results that you want to, for sure, keep riding that out. That's exactly what I'm talking about, especially for this group. Doing the macros, doing the workouts, everything that you have inside of the application. This is like a little add bit to it is, and guys, what would you, for the Revolution Babes, would you guys like just maybe a one-time, like a program just focused on solely on macros, like not as extensive as my Blueprint program where like I'm checking in with them 2 times a week. They've got the modules, they've got the course, but maybe like a smaller program that's just strictly macros, and this is what you do, this is how you adjust, this is how you move through it. But there's no communication with me. Like, it's just something that you guys have and learn. Let me know. Yeah, those ice drinks are bomb. A little off topic. Had a potluck at work today and a total fail for me. Should I do something extra tomorrow? No. Babe, I'm so glad, Erin, that you are bringing this up. First of all, fail forward. Shit happens. It's not going to be the first time this happens to you. It's not going to be the first time this happens for somebody else. It's not going to be the last time this happens for you. That's what I'm going to say. It's not going to be the last time this happens for you. Fail forward. Do not go into the gym and do extra cardio. Do not cut back on your calories tomorrow. Get every calorie, every macro in. Focus on setting your day up tomorrow and forgive yourself for the fuck up that you had today. Shit happens. But I guarantee you, babe, I guarantee you, the next time that this happens, you're going to remember kind of the pain that you feel right now from fucking up, and you're going to do something different. That's growing. It's just like when we were kids, right? When mom and dad yelled at us for doing something wrong. Next time we learned. Same thing here. Just forgive yourself for it and go on with your bad self. Oh, Dawn, thank you. Getting festive. Hi, Jana. What's up? Yes, the ice drinks. Okay, I'm coming in. Krista, I'm coming in at the tail end of my workout carbs topic. Simple or complex before. Okay, so afterwards, after your workout, guys, loud and clear, after your workout, it is always, 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 always a simple carb. Always. A banana, rice cakes, fruit. I do this, a super carb, just because it's so simple and easy. I just mix it in with my protein powder. NutriBio, you guys can go to coalitionnutrition.com and you guys can use the code. Actually, let me just put it here. coalitionnutrition.com / did I spell that right? And then use code AF free ship when you guys check out, and you'll get free shipping, which is better than 10% off. So that's what I use. I do super carb and I mix it. This is 25 grams per 1 scoop of carbohydrates. So I do 2 just because my carbs are so high. And then I do 1 scoop of the All Max. All Max, guys. This is like my new favorite. It's so freaking good. I do 1 scoop of that. Okay. Before your workout, it can be a complex or a simple carb. It can be whatever your heart desires. I personally love doing complex carbs. Why? And I would love if everybody got on this bandwagon here right now. The reason why I love complex carbs is because a complex carbs, they're longer digesting, meaning they stay in your body longer and give you longer sustained energy. So you have fuel for your entire workout. Whereas a simple carb, it's like, it's just simple. It breaks down fast. You have an immediate spike of energy. You may feel like if you do simple carbs before you work out, you may feel like halfway through, you're like, oh my God, I'm so hungry, right? And you may feel like you're puttering out. That's because simple carb, your body's just like burning right through. Whereas as a complex carb, you're gonna have that longer sustained energy. And that's why I all my pre-workout is complex carbs. Allison, thanks, Nikki. I joined the Blueprint 2 weeks ago and haven't been able to make a call yet. Well, babe, we are getting on there next at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 55 minutes. Set your alarm on your phone for 7:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or whatever time that is for you, and show up. Dawn, I was still using my endo-meso macros from the old calculator in September because I was seeing progress. A few weeks ago, I plateaued, so did the new calculator, and numbers went up. So I adjusted about 100 calories for the past couple weeks to get to my new numbers gradually and started noticing results again, eating more and still losing. Yay! I love that. I love that, guys. That's awesome. Good job, Dawn. Yes for macro education. Yes for macro course would be a bomb. Awesome, guys. Awesome. I love hearing that. That's good feedback. Can you remind me how many cheat meals for meso endo? I have been forgetting that. Babe, I'm going to tell you right now, as I'm sure any other warrior babe would, go to the app, find that information. It's in, if you swipe left on the home screen, click on the WarriorBabe Basics, and then click on the cheat meal, the reward system, and absorb that knowledge for yourself. I want you to learn it so it clicks in your brain, because sometimes I could say something and it may not click. I want you to learn the whole, because look, this is the thing. I could tell this, and I know a lot of people feel this way, like cheat meals scare the shit out of people. But within that module, I'm basically telling you and sharing you why they're so, so important. So for you to just hear that again, it's going to make you feel so much more confident and so much more better going into giving yourself a cheat meal. Perfect. Yes for macros. Awesome, guys. I love that feedback. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe putting like a smaller, not as extensive, like I said, as the blueprint, but just like a macro mastery course that just like just talks about macros and moving through the adjustment phases and everything like that. So, but there, that would really be the only thing. But I love the feedbacks. Thank you, babes. All right, guys. Any more questions for me? Where's everybody at? Let's move you guys back over here. Great. I moved and now it's trying to reconnect. All right, babes, if anybody has any more questions for me, let me know in the comment section. But if I don't have any more questions coming my way, I might be kicked off, and I want to be able to say something before I get kicked off, which is to all of you guys, like, keep in the good work, keep it up now. This is the most important time to really focus on yourself, be your goals, and getting into the gym and making that stuff happen for you. So I hope that this is even still being recorded. This freaking internet. 2020, guys, right around the freaking corner. So keep showing up for yourselves. Keep putting in the work. That's what it comes down to. The work is so important. And just wanting it, wanting to have the body that you guys all are imagining in your minds. Because it's so doable. It's so possible. You just gotta make it happen. Awesome. Still recording. Good. All right, babes. Keep up the good work. I love you all. If you guys have any more questions, please leave them in this area here, and then Kate and I will come back and we will answer the questions live, okay? That were pertaining to this live video. All right. Bye, everyone.